The biggest challenges that come up for folks who travel for work or vacation is just unfamiliarity with the workout scenarios. Whether you don't have a ton of time and you're used to doing something every day of the week or 4 or 5 times a week and you just may not have access to it, that's kind of the biggest mental hurdle to get over. What do I do when I am so used to doing this one thing when I'm home?
I try to work out about 3 times a week, but you know, life is hard, so I get to the gym whenever I can.
For my regular exercise routines, I like to have someone coach me and go to classes. It's hard to coordinate that when I'm traveling and not sure when I'll be free, where studios are.
Especially when I'm traveling with friends, it's really hard to get them to work out. So if I have a group of people who are willing to work out with me, I think it would be a lot easier.
When I'm traveling, some hotels don't have a gym. I have an Airbnb, there's typically no gym. So it's really a thing of, do I really want to work out? Do I really need to work out? And if I do, what can I do?
A few of the items that I recommend packing that don't take up a lot of space but will give you a full total body workout. The Monster Band. This one has a lot of resistance. The farther away you get from where you anchor this, the more resistance you're going to get. Something you probably never thought of, furniture sliders. Last but not least, your water bottle. It's important that you bring something that you're familiar drinking out of that you know that you'll carry around and keep with you wherever you go. Here are a few things that you can take outside or inside. You don't need a ton of space to get a total body workout. Let's start with the warm-up. Dynamic quad stretch. Rashawn, you're gonna grab the top of your foot, keep your knees in. After you feel that stretch, you're just going to alternate to that other side. If you ever have trouble with balance, you can always grab on to whatever's around you. We have a step back lunge and twist. Take a step back and twist toward that front leg. Come back to center and then come back to your original position. Now the other side. Hands come down onto the ground and then I'm walking into a high plank. From this high plank, I come back into that hamstring stretch and then roll myself up to standing position. All right, so we're gonna start with a bent over row. You're gonna step into the band, wider the stance, the more resistance you're gonna get. Let's actually make some loops as well at the end. You're going to bring the band right to your ribs. Good. Squeezing your shoulder blades together, rolling those shoulders back as the band comes into the ribs. Abs stay braced to protect the low back. I take it into a squat. Push the heels through the ground. Keep your chest lifted. Abs, glutes, brace at the top of your squat. Using the band, we're gonna do bicep curls. Rashawn's gonna choke up on the band. With his abs braced, his shoulders back, he's going to take the band from his hips to his shoulders. Good. Those abs have to stay braced so those hips don't get involved. If the hips get involved, the low back gets involved. For this next exercise, you're gonna need to find a nice flat wall. Get your timer handy. You have a 1-minute wall sit. You're gonna get nice and low. Your low back is pressed into the wall. Heels are dug into the floor. Abs are braced to keep that low back tight to the wall. Hang out here for 1 minute. All right, now we're on to abs. Rashawn's gonna find a high plank. From this position, we are going to move the opposite knee to the opposite elbow and then crank it back to this plank. And now we alternate knee to elbow, working the oblique, working the abs through this plank. Now we're going to work our triceps. We're going to dip down and then press back up. If this becomes difficult, when this becomes difficult, the feet can come closer to the bed. The closer the feet get to the bed, the more support you're going to get through your legs.
The travel workout we just did today was definitely super helpful.
This is a lot harder than I thought, even looking at the agenda.
I can just have something to do instead of, oh man, there's no gym around. I can do something in my room, be chill about it, get a nice little sweat in, and burn some calories.